Hey everyone, Zach here. I wanted to provide a quick update to my scheduled private automation hub repository syncs workflow. Originally when I published this post, I had used a role in the certified collection that has been deprecated. And to be honest, I don't know if at the time I just didn't realize it or if it happened afterwards. I haven't really quite checked, but good news is there is an alternative. There's just a new role that is intended to be used for this particular action. So what I did is I updated my old post, which you're seeing here. So if you go to it, you'll see that it's updated. I'm going to leave the setup video just because it has a lot of good content on how to set up the schedule, the authentication, and things along those lines. But what I've done is I've gone ahead and added an update section where I just provide the new playbook. Really quickly, I want to go ahead and show the old playbook. So if you had looked at this post or come across it, this is what the old playbook looks like, and you can see here that I'm looping over this repository sync module. And what I'm doing is I'm just giving it a different repository to do in a loop, and that's how this particular module worked. Like I mentioned, it's been deprecated. So, and I think I misspoke a bit earlier there saying that it was a role. So previously it was a module. Moving forward, so if we look at my update, I am actually going to be using the role, which is the non-deprecated version where it kind of mimics our other configuration as code operations, whether it be against the controller, the automation hub, or even your event-driven Ansible, where you give it basically a variable that defines the resources you want created. And in this particular case, I am giving it a variable body. So the name of the variable is very important here. So _collection_repositories. And then I give it the configuration I want, right? So those same three repos that I was using before. And there's an additional option here, that wait false. And so by setting that variable and then invoking this role, it automatically ingests that variable. It uses the same authentication as we talked about prior in the original post. And if I go over to my Ansible Automation Platform, the setup for the actual job template is, minimal changes here. I did add into the extra variables, the variables that I was using there, just to show that you could override this at runtime. I'm doing this on a schedule, so I'm not going to be changing these at runtime. If I needed to make an update, I would go and make an update probably to the playbook itself. So, and then the schedules, like I said, same thing. I didn't modify that at all. I run it once a week, but you can run it as frequently as often. So thanks for listening. I just wanted to give an update in case you come across that. And if you did implement my old one and see that deprecated message, that is why. Thanks for listening.